Hey, thanks again for tuning in to the third video in the series of my salary projections model. Jeremy here with Ray & Associates, and what I would like to do now is talk to you a little bit about Excel tables and the benefits for using them. We are back in the salary projection spreadsheet, and I'm going to go over to the salary schedule. Now I can tell you, you see the year one salary table, okay, is formatted with these banded rows and the color formatting. If I click within that, you can see at the top now we have table tools. If I click outside of it, that goes away from the ribbon. Inside of it, alright, now if I click on the new table tools design here, we can see that this table has already been given a name, which I'm showing up here in the top portion of the spreadsheet in red text, just so I can see somewhere visually on the screen what the table name is. But you can also see there's different formatting options that you can do. So if we clicked on this, there are kind of table style options that are just built into Excel. You can fully customize this to your liking. I usually just stick with the default, but you can see how it's pretty and everything like that. Okay, now this one over here, if we click into it, it was not formatted as a table. I'm going to show you how to change that formatting to a table, and I also hope to illustrate exactly why we would want to do that. So if we go back over to the certified staff spread, this worksheet that shows the 100 employees, we can see another feature about Excel and using the formula assist little window that pops up. If we double click on this cell, we can see that does pop up where we can see the different arguments. But what's great about this is you can actually click on the argument and it highlights the text within the function that you can edit and change. So we can see the lookup value argument is there. The table array is highlighted now. And now in this case you can see the table array. This is saying that the range of cells is coming from the certified salary schedule worksheet. So that's what's in quotes followed by the exclamation point. And then it's telling the Excel range on that worksheet, so cells M7 through T87 with the $ absolute references. I'm just going to hit escape so that I don't edit that formula. But let's look at the next VLOOKUP function. If we look at that same table array argument, this one is pulling from a different table array, but what's interesting is it's not referencing the certified salary schedule worksheet along with a cell reference. It's actually referencing the table name, year one underscore salary, or Y1 underscore salary. And this is what I propose that the model works best with, and I'll show you why. If, for instance, we look at this table over here, this range, it only went to step 81. Now this is this scenario doesn't make sense because no one's gonna maybe be on step 80 or work 80 years or something to that effect, but for the sake of demonstrating this, if I add another record to this table, nothing happens, right? Let's say that I copy these formulas here, which is multiplying the base salary times these. So let's say that I add another row of factors, so everything is updated now on this worksheet where we have salary values. To illustrate the difference is, let's say on here where this is a table, if I go to the bottom of the table for the year one salary, if I type 81 here and hit enter, you can see that it already populated all the formulas. The table expanded. If I add 82, you can see the same thing happened, except for we just don't have values over here. So we fixed that problem. Okay, so the table expanded its range automatically or dynamically. Okay, So let's see, why does this matter? Let's go to the certified staff spreadsheet and let's look at this first employee and say we put them on step 81 just for the sake of demonstrating. Now the year one salary formula, which in the table array argument referenced a table name as opposed to an Excel range of cells, this particular formula in this column does not need updated because the table knows when we added records to the bottom of it that the range of cells that's being referenced has now expanded. But over here we're still locked on within the formula. If we look at the table array argument, we see that it's still locked on cells M7 through T87. So it does not expand automatically if we reference a cell reference within the formula. And this is what I wanted to demonstrate about why it can be very useful to format a range of cells into a formal table in Excel that Excel recognizes and it will expand automatically. So then the question is, Jeremy, great, how do we convert an existing piece of information into a table? And it's actually very simple. What I'm going to do is select that table, including the field names in the first row, and I'm going to go up to the ribbon to the insert and table. And now we have this create a table window that appears that since I had already selected the range, it knows M6 through T88, and my table has headers just means that yes, we did select the field names. So when we hit OK, you can see that it applied that nice formatting, and it defaulted to giving us these table tools. It allows the table styles, but more importantly the table name. So I want to call this CY underscore salary, CY underscore salary, and I hit enter, and now the table has been named. And that is as simple as it is to create a table and give it a name that can be referenced in an Excel function. That in the case of VLOOKUP, it's best to use a table because if we go and add records to the bottom of it, that the table expands automatically now. Okay, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next video.